everyday dedication. You gotta wake up every day and be great on purpose.
You gotta almost become like obsessed with it. Like if you're not obsessed with your goal, you're not gonna get it.
But you gotta claim it. You gotta claim it. You gotta go after it, and you gotta put the work in. You gotta stay dedicated. You gotta stay consistent.
But it cannot be that you're having fun and doing all these things all of the time, but not investing in your health.
Oh, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Yeah.
We back. It's Fitalk, episode 15.
1-5! Some discrepancy about that. Like, now go ahead.
Coming to y'all live. We gonna introduce our usual suspects first and then our special guests later.
Special.
We're gonna go from this end.
Hey, what's up, Javon Jackson, PI Fitness Camp. Let's get it.
What's up, man? C Marty Fit, Mr. Less Brunches, More Crunches.
There you go.
Mr. More Crop Tops, Less Crock Pots. You
There you
hear me? Let's get it.
Bars.
Ah.
This is J.O. Fit Fanatics.
This King Dre Fitness warm-up crew, and your boyfriend.
See? See what I mean?
Can't work out with me.
See what I mean? Yeah, see what I mean?
There.
That's why I grabbed my water. I thought I was gonna do the same thing.
Calm down, bro. We just started, bro. Don't get out the cage yet,
Got me a
bro.
little nervous.
Alright, now that we got the gorilla out, we're gonna introduce our special guest.
Special guest. I don't have a catchy slogan, but Samaya Muscles by Maya.
Follow her on Instagram.
Yeah. Why everybody gotta be so intense all the time? I'm Muscles by Maya. Follow me. You know what I'm saying? I think a big
That's what we
There we go.
That's
Okay.
more like it.
Okay.
That's more like
Your boyfriend can't work out with her either.
No, sir. No, that.
There we
My
go.
homeboys can't work out with her. So,
Y'all can't work out with me. No.
Your boyfriend need to go to Kitty Gold.
Wait, she said y'all like meaning y'all? Us?
I was really picking with Chris.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to just.
All right, let's get
Okay,
this problem.
I was about to say.
That door's still unlocked.
See? Bullying me. I'm gonna be bullied the entire time.
I'm just playing. All right, we're gonna start off. We're gonna let her share her story with y'all so y'all can see her beginnings and her now.
So the beginning from when I first started training?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
let's go with getting into fitness though.
Getting into fitness?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've really been on both ends. I started out on the heavier side. A lot of people don't believe that because I don't have any of those pictures on Instagram. I know, so usually when I tell people like, oh yeah, I used to be heavier, they're like, no, your Instagram doesn't like reflect that.
You need to post that. Yeah.
I am. You know what? I just said the other day that because I used to be heavier, then I actually lost a lot of weight. I was looking like a little crackhead, and then I'm putting on lean mass, focusing on putting on lean mass. So when I was heavier, it was more so in college. My weight fluctuated a lot. Typical, drinking a lot, always pulling all-nighters. I was a double major, so I wasn't eating well. I worked at a restaurant, always eating that. So you know how that go. Tons of french fries. You get tons of free food when you work at a restaurant. So that's what kept weight on me. And then once I graduated, I was like, you know what, I'm really like ready to, I thought I knew what I was doing then. So what I was doing was always like running on the treadmill, thinking I was getting weight off, was wondering why I wasn't seeing results. Then I was like, let me take this more serious once I graduated. Then that's when I kind of got introduced to, I learned more about HIIT, lifting weights, different things like that. But my ratio of HIIT and lifting weight wasn't measured out, like it wasn't even. So I was doing way more HIIT than I was doing lifting weights. So I lost a ton of weight. I was really small. At first I was thinking it was looking good because when you go from being big to being real small, you'd be like, oh my God, I have never been this small before. I'm looking real good. And then I had my friends ask me like, are you all right? Like, is everything okay? Like, you look, yeah, I knew it was time when my mama was like, Maya, you look sick. So when she told me that, I was like, it's time to put on weight. So I chilled on the HIIT. Then I kind of learned how to lift weights appropriately. Still had to learn because I was still kind of doing it wrong, which a lot of women do. So I put on more weight, but now I'm really focused on rounding out my muscles, putting on lean mass. It's all a journey. So this journey didn't just start yesterday. It's been like 3-4 year journey because your goals change. So my goals change over time. At first, I really wanted to lose the weight, get the weight off. I did that, then I was way too small, so now it takes time. None of it happens in a day. So just like you can't lose weight in a day, you can't put on lean mass in a day. So it's all
Y'all
about
heard that?
So
She said 4-year journey, not 1 month journey and stop.
Oh,
And-
no.
Like,
No.
And she said her goals changed.
Yeah.
So,
Your goals definitely change.
so your workouts change. You can't just keep doing the same thing. Like
Right.
she lost the weight. All right, it's time to switch it up. You know?
who said that last week? You did? New goals, new level of fitness?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that, but like,
Goals definitely change, and then we do it wrong, and then we make it when we don't ask for help ahead of time, because like I said, I thought I knew what I was doing, which is why I was thinking I can go to the gym, I could do an hour of cardio, run on the treadmill, then go to the elliptical, then go to the Stairmaster, and just think I killed a workout. And at that point, you just start looking. It just doesn't look good when you lose the weight that way, because you're not, forming your body. You're not molding your muscles like you should. So it just looks sick.
Y'all so skinny,
scared
y'all
to
stand
lift
to the
weights,
side, y'all
though.
look
Yeah.
see-through.
it's
Yeah.
scared to lift weights.
That's actually why I started my studio, because a lot of women are scared.
Bodie
to lift weights.
Braxton.
Oh my
What did you
God.
say?
Nothing. That's him. He started.
Oh my bad.
Keep going.
Jim Bones.
So I am done.
Leave me alone.
We gotta do this
No.
every week.
My bad.
No, you're fine. So
That's
that's
off the top.
how I started.
So,
Go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead.
No.
Y'all cutting up. Before we go into anything further, though, how does that fit with taste?
You know what? It tastes really well. What did you say this was?
It's slimming water, and it has slimming properties.
It has,
So
okay.
as you drink it, you slim. Like you feel a little skin tear.
You know what? But see, right,
Stronger?
I'm bulking right now, so I should start this. I should start
stronger.
drinking
it's
this
like a
more
waist
like March.
trainer. You drink it,
Right.
waist trainer.
Right. But it's very well.
It has waist training properties inside of it. We
Talk
sell
flat
this.
tummy tea.
Tastes like alkaline water.
It's pre-workout BCAAs all in one.
It's a waist trainer.
Wow.
1,000 a bottle.
We don't want waist trainers. We don't want waist
Apple
trainers.
cider vinegar.
It's a shot outside.
So it's have an apple cider vinegar.
All right, so you gave us your background on getting into fitness. Now, tell us where your current level is. What do you do? How do you give back to people?
Oh, okay.
How do you influence people?
All right. Well, I recently opened up a women-only strength and conditioning studio. I have 2 other business partners, but we recently opened that. The primary reason is I'm all about. I feel like women need to be confident and trust their fitness journey, and I feel like everyone needs to do it. Needs to have that kind of guidance. The primary reason why I made it women-only is because time and time again we hear stories of, like me, going in the gym, doing tons of cardio exercises because you feel overwhelmed by going where the weights are. You got tons of muscle heads and gym rats dropping weights, picking it up, grunting like gorillas. So it makes people, a little nervous. Women get nervous.
I be hearing you grunt.
I grunt.
I was about to say that. I was about to say. I was waiting.
I grunt. You what are you doing again?
I'm upstairs training like.
Excuse me.
But wait, hold
That
on.
is not my grunt.
Do it one more time.
That's a baby
Are you
gorilla.
alright?
No, pause.
You alright?
Just because I said that's how most women feel. I ain't say that's how I feel.
My fault, my bad.
I grunt. I'm a musclehead. I'm a gym rat. I love that environment. All women don't feel that way. Stop. I don't even sound like that. It's more of like a. That's more of what it is.
One more time, bro.
Mike's working on it.
You alright?
He's a dolphin in that motherfucker.
You stop.
All that shit.
Stop. I push heavy weight when I make those noises.
Get him some milk.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, so that's the reason why I opened it. Because a lot of women get they get overwhelmed by that. So I wanted to kind of create an environment where women could lift the weights that they needed to. They could do the exercises that they needed to without feeling overwhelmed. And it's almost like to help women transition back into the gym, if that makes sense. Because I have women in my gym now that they grunt, they do all of that, they make those noises because they kind of understand now why people are making those noises. Because beforehand they couldn't understand, man, why is that man like dropping that weight like that? It's not that serious. They being extra. But when you pushing heavy weight and you giving all you got to that set, then it's like, I feel like in order for me to get that weight, in order for me to finish my set, sometimes I gotta make my noise. You know what I'm saying? So now women can kind of identify, they can kind of understand why those are kind of the things that they're experiencing in the gym. So it's almost to help them transition back into that kind of environment to where they know what they're doing, they can feel comfortable doing it, different things like that. So
before we go any further, I want to shed some light on what you just said as far as giving your all. Notice how she said whatever she got to do, she's going to do it to give her all. She didn't say if it gets too hard, she's just going to stop. She said if she got to grunt, she got to do whatever it is, she's going to do whatever she got to do to make sure that she gets that weight up. And that's where some of you all lack. Like, as soon as it gets hard, you want to run from it or you don't want to do it at all. But that's where you got to do whatever it takes to give you all to get to those goals that you want to get to.
Right. Gotta finish that set.
And like she said, she wasn't like a beast when she started. She had to ask people for help. She had to learn. That's how she got better. Like, so day one, she walks in, she's not gonna be good at something. So if you're not good at it, you know, just like you said, don't run away from it. Like, just be patient. Like, keep going at it, keep doing it until you get it.
Shoot, it's still times where like I need help now. Like, I know I joke around with them about being like the lady beast or whatever, and I feel like I am. But it's definitely times where that's why. Wow, don't sleep on me. You give me my credit. I'm the lady beast, okay? I'm the wow. All right, okay, cool. But it's still times where I need help. So that's why I say all the time, like, even trainers need help. I'm one of those people where I have somebody. I feel like you should always be working out with somebody who's going to push you. So I can push, I know I can push, but I also work out with somebody who I know is stronger than me, who I know will push me that extra mile, because sometimes, you need to do a 5th set. Sometimes you need to do those extra reps. Sometimes you need more time under tension. All of those things that mentally, sometimes we're not gonna do on our own. So that's why I feel like trainers need trainers. Trainers shouldn't be ashamed to have a trainer. I have a trainer, and he is strong. I know that I love lifting, I love pushing heavy weights. I love the results that pushing heavy weights give me. So that's why no one should ever be ashamed to have a trainer. Like, we all need that extra push to make us even more of a beast.
I mean, I have a trainer too. I mean, I only go with him when I'm doing competitions, but either way, I still got a trainer. And even when I need advice, like, I still look to him for advice.
Right.
Even me being a trainer. So.
Right, exactly.
Me too. I'm with OG every day.
Yeah.
When I did my competition, I had a trainer too.
Yeah.
Because people stuck in that fact that they think that, oh, I'm a trainer, so I know everything. So
right.
People got to stop. They got to get out that mindset.
I get that. I get that. A lot of times when I was saying I had a trainer, like, you got a trainer, but aren't you a trainer?
Yes.
I was like, yeah, but you still, I don't care if you're a trainer or not, you still need that push. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because you will never push yourself as hard as if someone's on top of you. I don't care how beast mode you are. That person being there with you, it helps. It makes a difference. Like, it may be only 1 or 2 extra reps, but that adds up. Every rep adds up. And that's what I be trying to tell them. Like, if the clock is going to count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you stopping at 3 seconds. You like, it was only 3 seconds. It matters. Like, those 3 seconds matter, but also that mind frame matters. Because I know if you can't push that last 3 seconds, you're going to go out there and eat that damn pizza instead of eating your meal prep.
Right.
It's a mindset. So yeah, them little 3 seconds are, but the mindset, you're gonna take that same mindset out there and not follow what I told you to do. So it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you're never too good to learn from someone, to keep learning. Like, when you realize you can always learn, you can always get better, you'll never stay in the same spot. Like, staying in the same spot is really going backwards. That's worse than you think. So when you realize, like, you can always learn. I can learn from Jeff, I can learn from Dre, I learn from Maya, I learn from Javon. That's always gonna make you better. So, and
we all got pretty much different training styles.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, something that might work for me, you know what I'm saying, Chris might never adapt it into his training workout routine, and he might try to be like, oh snap, my body's pretty much kind of changing now that I started
react
to it. React to it, because when you start to do the same exercise over and over, your body gets adjusted to it and it just stops growing.
Right.
But when you trick your muscles and trick your body and just throw it with a curveball or something, you're like, God, now how my shoulders get so big all of a sudden. Maybe it was because of this change I made in my program. So you always just got to change and try new things, man. Switch it up.
One thing that I do is I try to keep myself on like a 30-day program. So every 30 days, I try to switch up.
I do the same thing.
A new routine. So whether I'm lifting 8 to 12 reps this month, or next month I go to 12 to 20. Next month I may do like strength training 1 to 5. Next month I may do some HIIT. But I'm never in one training style for longer than 2 months. The longest I may go is if I'm really enjoying it, I may do a second month. But once I hit that second month, I gotta switch it up. So I can't do the same thing over and over and over again, because I'll stop developing and then I'll be stuck.
Looking like your boyfriend.
I ain't never gonna make that boyfriend. That's dead.
Who don't even look as good as her.
Oh.
He probably got boobs. They
built like her. They probably built like her. They share balls.
You got a woman body.
They do share balls.
A lot of y'all boyfriends got woman bodies. All right? That's your girlfriend.
But they might not be as fit women bodies.
It's two girlfriends.
Or teenage bodies.
I was about to say.
Middle school.
Might not look like a fit woman.
Your boyfriend looking like teenage mom out here, okay? Don't do that.
They say y'all gonna leave our boyfriends alone.
Right.
No, we're not. Because we commit to be fit. He commit to be fat.
Oh.
It's all jokes, man. It's all jokes. Don't be sensitive.
Boy, don't ever take this stuff.
Don't go to my DM.
They gonna be mad, bro.
Don't go to my DM telling me I'm offending you.
Their boyfriend
because you got
offended.
chicken legs.
He mad.
It's just a joke.
But it is a joke. But every joke got truth to it.
But
every joke got truth to it. And once again, I'll say like I said before, the only reason somebody would get offended if something you said is if it applied to them. If it don't apply, then just let it fly.
Exactly.
You mad your boyfriend got mad.
I used to be chicken leg and SpongeBob shoulders too, so I could make them jokes. Like I changed that. You could change it too. I'm doing you a favor by telling you, because when somebody told me that, I ain't like it, so I did something about it.
Don't let the fat control you. You control the fat.
Hold on, but that's the difference. You say that last.
Oh, I did something about it. Yeah, I did
that's
something.
The difference. If you're gonna get offended and then not do nothing about it, you're just always gonna still look like SpongeBob.
Okay, don't tell me eating is overrated. You got bills, so you can't eat healthy.
If somebody came at you with that weird shit.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh,
don't do that.
Bow, 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 bullet in the chamber.
I can keep going, but it's not about me. It's about mine. Okay. So let's get back to the topic.
So the next thing.
That's next week.
Because you don't just own the studio, you also do what in the studio? You're a trainer?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you gotta be specific for the people.
Oh, yeah. I train as well. So that's.
So give us some.
First of all, let's clap it up on her getting her studio. Like, we ain't gotta.
No. We gotta.
Woman entrepreneur. Shout to them. We got some Fitalk water.
Yeah.
Waist training water.
Baby.
Hey, bro, we switching seats next week.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. We got to keep the same.
They
got used to it.
Crime, bro.
I thought I was too.
That's crazy, AD.
Bro.
That's crazy. Just throw us under the bus.
Hey, listen, I can't win with you, man.
That's crazy.
It's like, nah.
That's crazy. Look.
But so give us some of the challenges or obstacles that you have as a female trainer.
Let me see. Well, right now, a lot of people, prospects that I'll have that'll come into my studio who don't necessarily understand my training style right away because, I mean, I meet you where you are. I meet your fitness level where you are when you first get to my studio, but ultimately, I'm going to have you lifting heavy. I'm going to have you doing HIIT cardio. Let's say when you first come to my studio, instead of HIIT, you might be doing LIT, so low intensity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to meet you where you are. But women will still come into my studio with the mindset of, yeah, so we're just going to do cardio, like cardio and core. You know what I'm saying? They come in here and they're like cardio and core. So then I have to educate them on the fact that, you know, first of all, your abs come from your nutrition.
You can't gloss over that. You can't just gloss over that.
With some power.
Well, yeah, the 6-packs are made in the kitchen. Like, abs are made in the kitchen. Your nutrition plays
They're not made on the ab workout?
They said they can do 5-minute abs.
They not made with them leg raises.
What about abs on the pull-up bar? What if you do them on the pull-up bar?
I heard they give you that right away.
No. And that's where people go wrong,
But
Lord.
my stomach feel tight after I get finished.
You know?
Yeah, it hurt.
That's... Well, no, they need to learn.
And one more thing. Explain, like, you have to eat, like, enough. Like, you gotta eat protein.
Let me tell you, I was just complaining to Chris the other day because right now I'm bulking, right? So I need to be eating in a surplus. And I swear, like, I may have cut my carbs maybe like 2 weeks. I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't have the appetite for it. And then Chris came up to me the other day and he was like, you looking leaner. And I'm like, don't tell me. Like, I want to be lean. But it's just those kind of things. Your nutrition plays a major role. Like I tell my clients, in order to bulk and to cut, you still need to be eating. You still need to be eating what you need to. I need you eating 5 to 6 times a day. Now, your portion sizes are going to vary based off of what your fitness goals are. But what happens is when you're only eating 1 to 2 meals a day, your body goes into starvation mode because it doesn't know where its next meal is going to come from. So your body, you might be thinking, I only had 1 to 2 meals a day. I can eat whatever I want in these 1 to 2 meals because I didn't eat as many times a day as I should have. But that's not what's happening. Your body doesn't know, am I going to eat again at 3 o'clock or am I going to eat again at 9 o'clock or am I going to eat again tomorrow? So instead of me using this food as fuel and as energy, it's taking that food and it's storing it as fat. And that's why people are only eating 1 to 2 times a day. They might go to the gym and they're not seeing any results. They're either hitting a plateau or they're seeing the opposite of what's happening, of what they want to happen, because their body, your food needs to be energy at the end of the day. You have to eat enough. You have to eat frequently so that we can speed up your metabolism, so that anything you put in your mouth can be burned off as opposed to storing it as fat.
And the slightest tweak in your meal plan can completely change your body.
Okay.
Like just the small little change here, a small little change there can completely change your body. Also, in the opposite direction, y'all think, oh, this little Twinkie once a day, it's just once. The slightest change in your meal plan can go this way or that way. Yeah. You choose.
That's why I teach my clients how to, because I do online coaching as well. So I provide them with a meal plan where I teach them how to eat clean. I'm not providing you with a meal plan that says you can only have broccoli, chicken, and rice Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can only have ground turkey. I teach you how to eat clean, and I teach you how to calculate your macronutrients, because some people, they spot, they guesstimate their macros, however you decide to do it. But just knowing having an estimate of how many grams of carbs, proteins, and fats you need to be putting in your body every day to reach your fitness goals is important. You can't just think, all right, well, I had 3 oranges, a banana, some spinach, and some ground turkey for the day. I've eaten enough. I'm eating super clean, because then at that point you put way too much sugar in your body, because you don't realize how much sugar comes from fruit. So you're eating way too much sugar. Your body translates sugar as sugar. It don't matter if it's sugar from a Twinkie or if it's sugar from oranges. Your body translates sugar as being sugar. So if you eating 3 oranges a day and a banana, you've exceeded your sugar for the day. You know what I'm saying? So I teach my clients how to eat clean, so you're not just thinking, all right, well, it was in the organic section of Whole Foods,
and that includes
so I can eat it.
too. When they put stuff in the smoothie.
Let me tell you something. Some of them vegan foods, like the other day I had a client. I had a client. My client the other day told me she had some vegan chicken nuggets, and she said she don't understand why it was bloating her, and I had to educate her that the vegan chicken nuggets, just because it's vegan don't make it healthy. Right. There are so many vegans who are overweight because of the things that they're putting in their body. Just because you're taking meat out, honestly, your body needs protein. So it's important.
I had some vegan cocaine. You still going to jail there? Vegan cocaine, fuck out of here. You still drunk. You still high as fuck,
Still gonna get
out of here.
Vegan mimosa.
It ain't me though.
It's all a learning process. I will say that.
A big vegan brunch.
I'm gonna replace that with some vegan crunches.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, what is a vegan chicken nugget?
Okay, I had to look it up myself. I think it's, I don't know exactly what it's made with.
It's just chicken.
But you know, with the vegan stuff, it's vegan.
Vegan nugget.
But they do chicken, CHICK. I don't know. I don't know, but either way, it was bloating my sis. It was bloating my baby, and she couldn't understand why. So I had to educate her. Like, look at the back of the label. Now you explain to me why this would not fit.
Cornmeal, pan fried.
I'm done right there.
Right, breadcrumbs.
So look. I'm not the most educated in the whole veganism thing, whatever, but they're not allowed to eat meat, right?
Right.
So chicken nuggets, you would think is a meat, right?
Right.
So my interpretation of it is, y'all eating fake meat. How was that any better than eating real meat? You're eating fake processed crap. It's fake meat. You're eating fake food. How was that better? I'm confused.
They can't even answer that, bro.
Yeah, they don't know. They just saw somebody posting online and said, I'm gonna try it.
Man, when What the Health came out and everybody was vegan for 3 weeks.
Oh,
she said 3 weeks.
I'm like,
and they said if you eat meat, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You would have thought that they think we were about to fall off the earth the next day.
I had so many people text me, Maya, what you think about me switching over to being vegan? Cold turkey? First of all, a lot of vegans transition into that lifestyle. You can't just cut it like that cold turkey, especially if you don't know what other foods you need to be putting into your body.
What kills me is people think the meat is making them fat, and it's like, look, you're eating Twinkies and drinking every weekend and all that other stuff.
And before we continue, I just want to make sure it's clear that I'm not down talking veganism. If you want to be a vegan, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Right. That's fine.
We're talking on the weight loss aspect. Don't become a vegan to lose weight, because there's no correlation between the two. Become a vegan for other more reasons that you have personally, but don't do it to lose weight. Say, oh, I want to lose weight, so instead of eating McDonald's chicken nuggets, I'm eating vegan chicken nuggets to lose weight. No, that's not what it's about. So if you are a vegan, we're not talking about you. Like, do your thing. I support you. Cool. But do it for the right reasons. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What were we saying before we started?
We were just talking about something.
Challenges that were we saying something else?
Before we started.
About her and her gym?
No.
We started the show.
Challenges of her being a female trainer?
No. You do have any more challenges?
I don't.
We want you to get it all out.
Challenges of me being a trainer. I don't know. Let me think.
Nobody doubted you being a
Oh yes, let me tell. Yeah, that's a big thing. Especially I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia, and a lot of people who should have been a support system definitely. Because I came up here. I'm not gonna say I came up here on a whim, but I've only been in Maryland for. I came here when in August. I think I came here in August. And I'm also working on my master's degree at the same time. But I took this as an opportunity to build my brand because when you're in Richmond, the dynamic is different. You have tons of trainers there, but people don't really support each other. It's one of those things where it's like somebody gets a client, you want to make that person's client your client. You know what I'm saying? It's enough. In my opinion, it's enough out here for everybody to eat. So I took this as an opportunity because I did research, and like DC is like the #1 area where people, you know, take fitness seriously. And I use this as an opportunity to grow my brand. A lot of people doubted it. I guess because when I got here, I kind of like hit the ground running. Especially when it was time for me to open my studio. I got so much lip from that. They're like, Samaya, you just moved up there. Like, what are you doing? Like, you need to... What? Yes, I got so much lip where it was just like, you sure you ready for that? And I'm the type of person where I like to have all my ducks in a row. So me even opening up my studio took a lot of planning. It took a lot of networking. It happened with, you know, me and my business partners building a bond, making sure that we could trust each other first, and then jumping out on that limb. And then on top of that, because nobody should open up any kind of studio in like with the possibility of going into debt. So that's what I tell people, like, make sure this is not one of those things where you need to take out a loan into where you can go into debt. So it's one of the things, my business partner already had a fight club before we opened up our studio. It was one of those things where we were brainstorming on different things that we wanted to do in the fitness industry. And it was one of those things where I was like, you know what, this would be really dope, blah, blah. And we took that idea and we planned. We read business books. You know what I'm saying? We made sure that we were taking all the necessary steps so that we wouldn't fall on our face. Now, is that to say that we're not going to have some bumps in the road? No, but it's one of those things where you can't necessarily be afraid. You can't always question the what if. Sometimes you have to go out on a limb if you're prepared and just do it, because what if it works? Like, what if my studio expands to where I got multiple locations all over? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the goal, and the goal is not for me to be at my studio every day.
And if something doesn't work out, you're just gonna go back to whatever you're doing right now, whatever your regular life is. So it's not the worst case scenario, you're gonna go right back to whatever you were doing.
Right, right. Yeah, so it's just, I definitely got a lot of drawback. Even still, I'll have people who will hit me up and they'll think I'm just a trainer at my studio. Like, they're like, oh, your boss is like, because, you know, I'm always posting at my studio, your boss is like working you like a slave. Like, this is mine. Like, so, you know, I still got people, I still got people, right. Like, this is, like, I tell people, I make it very clear, you know, I have 2 business partners, but this is ours. And, you know, that's where a lot of people, the goal is to transition from being self-employed to being a business owner. So the goal is not to just be working at my studio forever. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a plan to where you're not the person putting in 16-hour days every day. So, but you have to take the steps to do so. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's just, you got to ignore all of that negativity and you just got to make those strides.
All right. So, in being a trainer, you know, I guess, you know, all of us kind of deal with it, but in being a trainer, you know, we have clients that can kind of be a little difficult sometimes. How do you deal with that? Like, I know sometimes it has to get a little frustrating, a little, you know, upsetting. But I know me, when sometimes, like, I try to be as nice as I can, but then there's just sometimes where it's just like, man, listen, get your ass over there and do what I asked you to do. Like, I'm not doing this no more. So, I mean, how you feel about that?
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating, but I have my clients give me a lot of lip. Because I work with a lot of women though, I know how emotional women are. So they usually clarify to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I may have attitude. Like today, like during my Total Body Saturdays, people will cuss me out in my like they will be so mad, like, oh my God, I can't stand you. Like I can't, you know what I'm saying?
No tolerance
and
I actually
and this is the thing, what I do is I flip that and I joke, you know, I joke with them. Cause I'm like, okay, you got an attitude with me, but like, you just got the compliment the other day, like your boyfriend says you look good the other day. Like we working as a team to do that. So but see, that's the thing. Like my approach is different. You know what I'm saying? Like sure, I get everybody's approach is different with their clients. A lot of times when my clients, like I've never had anybody who has made me so mad to the point where I'm like, just get over there and do it. If anything, it's one of those things where I tell them, all right, look, if you don't want to reach your goals, then we could just leave. Let's just wrap it up for the day. So I'll give them that option. Like I've never been to the point where I've gotten so mad at them that I'm just like, just get over there and do it. But I'm like, all right, look, you obviously ain't in it to win it today. Let's just close up shop. You done for the day. Bye. Generally, their reaction to that is, I'm being dramatic. Like, let me get my head in the game. I know.
But it shouldn't take that though.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't take that.
It should, but that's part of it.
It's part of the job. It's one of those things where it's like you have to like. Obviously, the people that come to us are not generally going to go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? Because if they were going to go the extra mile, they wouldn't need us. You know what I'm saying? So a part of my job is the fact that I need to push you to go the extra mile. Because sometimes I even do that with my trainer. Like, I'm like, look, like, Joel, I don't want to do this. And he like, Samaya, if you just shut up and do it, I promise you can get it done. So that's like, I've had times where I'm like, if you just listen to me, and you just do what you're supposed to do, you'll realize you're a lot stronger than what you think you are. So sometimes you just have to rationalize with people. Because honestly, when they're in that mind frame where it's like, I'm tired, you want me to do another set after this set, I'm tired at this set, I still got 3 more reps in this set, I don't want to do it. All right, well, either don't do it and leave, or shut up and do it. So that's kind of my approach.
And all that talk y'all was doing, y'all could have been done the set by now.
Yeah,
y'all spent so much time explaining it.
The
set would have been over. You had 20 reps left. You just did a whole 30-second speech on why you can't do it.
That's like fuel to my fire.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you start complaining, oh, we're gonna do some more sets. You want keep what? Oh, okay.
What you say? Another 5 push-ups?
Let's put some more weight on here.
10.
Let's put some more weight on here.
20. What? For real, I'm gonna keep going up until you do it. Or you leave. I'm the only 2 options. Ain't no middle ground here.
Like you signed up for this. Like nobody forced your hand and say it's mandatory. You chose to sign up for that session.
You watch my Instagram posts.
You know how we train.
You know who I am.
I just asked when that vacation is.
Right.
Don't tag me on that photo then. If that's how you gonna act.
Well, I'm saying their vacation's always 30 days out from when they start.
Ooh,
so,
baby.
Don't tag me.
So, you know what I'm saying? Whenever they sign up, it's 30 days away.
Y'all find out why people...
It's never 8 months away. It's always 30 days. It's always 30 days.
And then
when you're on 30-day plans.
And then when they get off vacation, they don't come back.
Facts.
Then they start all over the next.
Then they start all over like 2 months later.
No. They start over 30 days for their next vacation. It's always 30 days. 30 days.
Yeah, vacation every 2 months. That's all.
Oh, damn. God damn.
Vacation every 2 months.
We need to take vacation.
Instead of a body goal every 2 months.
We need to start taking vacations every 2 days because my clients be gone.
They hate
I be like, I need your life. Like, y'all always somewhere else.
They hate when I go on vacation, bro. They hate that.
Y'all got anything else?
You got any stories about your how you deal with clients?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say y'all didn't talk about how y'all deal with clients.
Well, I already told y'all. I just
see me. So for me, y'all know the type of person I am. I like to clown. I like to laugh. I like to joke.
You like to clown and laugh and joke?
I like to clown around. I like to laugh around. I like to joke.
Around.
Around.
Okay. All right.
You about to take a general admission. Let's with your gloves real quick. I'm getting tired of Jeff over here. Alright? Y'all about to see real fit talk. Ding ding. Like I said, I like to joke around. So when it gets to a point where I'm trying to tell you to do something 7 to 8 times and you're not doing it, then you get to a point where you're getting me out of character. I don't like getting out of character. When it gets to the point where I'm getting out of character and I'm no longer the laughing one and I'm now serious and voice got high, I hate that. Don't get me out of character. Just do it. You know, you here for 1 hour. You have, 23 hours left throughout the day to do whatever you want. There's other people out here that want them sessions. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to come in here, give me your all for 1 hour, do what I tell you to do. Because apparently you doing what you were supposed to be doing all this time, still got your belly button looking like that. All right? You still can't see your belt loop. You know what I'm saying? You still putting a sheet around your belt for a waist.
You're not gonna stop.
I'm done now. I ain't gonna stop. Just
you know what's crazy, bro? People will be like, I can't do something.
But you don't try it.
No. Do 5 reps of it. It'd be like, I can't do this.
You did it.
Why are they doing it? Like, you did it. You doing it right now. Like, what are you talking about? It's crazy, man.
That's all I got, man.
Yeah, so I have a very similar story to you. Like, I'm like, y'all see my page. I make jokes. I post funny videos. I'm in here laughing and joking. Like, we have a good time. But the main thing y'all here for is to work out and get fit. This is not a goddamn comedy club. If y'all want to go to a comedy club, you can go buy some Kevin Hart tickets. Like, we here to work. So I have no problem laughing and joking with you, but when it's time to get back to work, y'all got to snap out of that joke time and get back to work. Please, I hate getting out of character. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing that I really hate, which I'm about to do a no cell phone policy, is before we start working out, what do we always do? Tell them to work out, and then we do an example to work out. So I say, okay, y'all, we doing, let's say, planks. You get down, I'm showing them do this, da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, everybody ready? Let's go. Everybody stop. One person right here.
What I gotta do?
What we doing?
How many reps? How many reps?
And I'm like, if you wasn't on your damn phone texting, you would have saw what I told everybody to do. So now you want me to stop the whole class to explain this workout to you. That's not my job. My job is to help people that need further understanding of the workout. So if you don't understand what I said, I'll keep explaining to you in more detail. Not to explain to someone who wasn't paying attention. Because now this person who really needs my help, I got to ignore her to explain some stuff to you that I already said already. That's a problem. If I'm talking, don't have side conversations. If I'm talking, don't be on your phone. Because one, now I got to stop class, and two, disrespectful. That's disrespectful to me as the trainer and to the gym in general, because you're taking attention away from somebody else. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
You ever had somebody like, well, I'm doing business right now. I'm doing work stuff.
No, get out of here, bro.
You shouldn't be here. If you're that busy at work, you shouldn't schedule a session with me if you're going to be that busy at work, or cancel the session.
Bruh. Facts.
It's just wasting my time.
Cause like it's
wasting your time and your money.
It's a much bigger issue. If you are so attached to your phone that you can't put it down for 1 hour, that resembles a whole other problem that you got going on in your life. You are that attached to your social media, to your phone. 1 hour? Like, come on now. I'm like, nah, there's no excuse for that. No excuse for that. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm good. I told y'all what I do.
And I will kirk off. I will.
Straight up.
I don't like kirking off. I really don't like that side. I want to be the happy-go-lucky trainer. But if I got to, I will kirk off in the whole class. And once you do it, they act right.
It's crazy.
They act right just like that. You know what?
I kicked the girl out before.
Facts.
Literally kicked her out. Like,
Facts.
get your stuff and go home. And she got her stuff and went home. Because she was just complaining the whole time. So, like, go home. I ain't dealing with that. Still got paid and all that.
Yeah,
she ain't act like that again, though. I guarantee she definitely ain't act like that again.
That's what you gotta do.
See Marty Fit bully camp.
Big old bully.
Right. I ain't no bully.
Go home and tell her boyfriend.
What he gonna do? He can't do push-ups.
He can't do no push-ups with me. What he gonna do? He can't catch me. He can't catch me. Shoot. He gonna throw one punch and be tired.
You got a scooter.
He gonna get a scooter. He gonna break the scooter. This fat ass.
How you can't run up 5 steps, you can eat 5 waffles? I'm not understanding this. You can run back and forth the line 5 times to get more food. When you go up the steps, you tired. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm done. I'm done.
I keep 5.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm just saying, they can get up and down and keep getting back and forth. He ain't done. But you go up the steps, you tired as fuck going up the steps. But you running back and forth to the fucking bar to get more drinks. You ain't been tired all night. I don't get it.
Get him.
I don't get it.
We in the club, drenched and get a sweat.
Get him.
I don't want to sweat at the gym.
Get him.
In the club.
I don't get it.
Sweat from this. You can't go to the gym for 20 minutes and sweat.
You can stay in the line to get in the club for 30 minutes. You can't plank for a minute. Fuck out of here.
In the cold.
In the cold. In heels.
In heels.
But you can't plank for a minute. Fuck out of here.
You hurt like I don't know what.
Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. I'm done.
No, you're not.
I ain't gonna say that.
You sure?
You're not done, but you got something else. I know
you. Say that I'm done. I'm done.
Alright, so to close this one out, what we like to do is we all go around and say one thing that we want, everyone that's watched this episode to take away from this episode. So we're gonna leave it, you for last, but we're gonna go in our order.
Definitely something that Maya touched on was that when you're trying to get abs are definitely made in the kitchen. You can do all the ab workouts you want, leg raises, Russian twists, bicycles, or everything. If you are not eating right, if you're not in a caloric deficit to get your fat percentage down, it doesn't matter. So, you know what I'm saying? Focus on your nutrition. Focus on your meal plans. Like, if Sunday is your meal prep day, take an hour, take 2 hours, how long it takes, and dedicate to your meal plan. Because when you wake up Monday morning and you got to find food, it's an L for the week. So.
She talked about how when she was opening her studio, she got a lot of negative feedback about it. So I was just going to say, don't worry about what people think, you know. Do what you want to do. If, you know, the worst case scenario is you'll go back right back to your regular life that you're living right now if things don't work out. So don't be scared to take that risk. That applies in the gym and outside of the gym. That applies with business, trying to do anything new, anything. Don't be scared to take that risk and, you know, make it happen.
Also, to bring up something that she talked about, whatever she got to do to get that set and that rep done, she does it. Whether it's grunt, no matter what you got to do, like that's just like how it is in life. Like if you have a goal, you can't let anything stop you from achieving that goal. Like you have to do whatever it takes to kind of get that goal. So if you have a bad day, if you're going whatever you're going through, you got to suck it up and you got to get into the gym so that you can achieve your physical goals.
And another thing she touched on was she was saying how pretty much it took her, she's pretty much been doing this for like 4 to 5 years and she's still pretty much reaching new goals. Like y'all are just starting out, y'all in 1 month. We've been doing this for years and we still have goals that we're trying to accomplish. So you're new to this, so stop just stopping at 1 month, you don't get your goal. Like I said, these are years, like not 1 year, 2 years, 3 and 4 years going by and we're still trying to accomplish goals. So stop putting that short time frame and that short time span on y'all goals, man. So we good, we Fitalk.
You forgot about me.
Well, we didn't take our own points.
It's okay, I got one more
What else did you say?
I was like, I'm 4 for 4. I was something that Maya touched on, something that Maya touched on. No. Okay, I got one. Okay. What I wanted to touch on is, it's so important too. Everybody needs help. Don't ever think that you don't need help. Like I said, when I first started my fitness journey, I thought I knew what I was doing by going into the gym every day, running on a treadmill for an hour, thinking I killed the workout, drenched in sweat. First of all, let me just point out that sweat just means that you've lost water. That doesn't mean that you've had a good workout. So let me point that out for one. But just understand that everybody needs help. Don't think that you've been working out for long enough by yourself to that you don't need guidance. Like I said, I'm a trainer. I have a trainer. They've had trainers, or they have people who influence them in the fitness industry that helps them go that extra mile. So don't ever think that you can. I'm not gonna say don't think you can't do it on your own, because people do it on their own, but you will be able to reach your goals a lot quicker if you have that person that knows your limits and knows that you can go beyond your limits. One more thing I want to touch on is that please just stop going on Instagram and looking at these different people and thinking that you can create your workouts that way, because like we said, everybody's goals change, everybody's body is different. So you can't go to somebody who is IG famous and think that, okay, she did this today. Your goals could be different. So that's why I say everybody needs help. You need to talk to someone, a trainer that can help you understand who can help program your fitness journey to teach you what you need to be doing at this moment. Because I've seen so many people who will go on and be like, oh, I got this workout off Instagram. They in the gym looking crazy. It's not helping their goals. So just ask for help. Everyone needs help. That's my point.
This not fat talk, this fit talk can be gone.
Bam!
Yes, sir.
Big talk, big talk.
Big talk.
Big talk, shit talk.
Big talk.
Big talk.
All right, y'all ready? We go live, man.
Fit talk, tummy tea water. It's fit talk, tummy tea.
This is real.
Apple cider vinegar.
I told my clients it's slimming solution in here. You drink it, you get skin tea tonight. Fuck you, man.
You gotta drink the whole bottle. You can't leave it.
Stop.
No, you're not.
The one to give it to. It's a shame.